Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's time to set up my bullet journal for March, so let's get right into it. I decided that I wanted to do teapots and teacups for March. In my previous themes I usually have chosen only one accent color, and for the teapots and cups I was going to use only pink. But then I saw a couple of people use this combo of light pink and blue in their February setups, and I thought the colors looked so nice together that I decided to try this combo in my setup too. For the cover I drew different teapots and cups and decorated them with different patterns. In my opinion, what really makes these drawings interesting is that some teapots and cups I outlined with a black fineliner as usual and did the detailing with a marker. But for some I kind of flipped it around and did the outline with a marker and the detailing with a fineliner or a black brush pen. Next I'm doing my monthly calendar. I did the outlines of the calendar with a pink marker but accidentally made it a bit too small. So I cut a piece of an old notebook that I had and glued it over the calendar. This spread turned out a bit more scrapbooky than I had planned, but it's nice to do things a bit differently every once in a while. And I actually like this style a lot and ended up using it later in this setup as well. Talking about doing things differently, I tried this new font style in this setup that I haven't really used before, but I think suited this theme perfectly. On the right side, I left space for my monthly goals and tasks that I need to complete. And then I did a couple of teapots and cups to the bottom of this page. On the next page I have my mood tracker, and I had this idea to draw shelves with teapots and cups sitting on them. And at first I wasn't sure how I was going to fit 31 items on one page, but then I realized that I could do stacks of cups. I sketched all the pots and cups at first, just to make sure I had enough, and then started going the outlines with a fineliner. I'm not gonna lie, this took me a while to draw, but I really love the end result. I think it's gonna look even better in the end of March. I was thinking of filling these with the same kind of pattern that I did before, but the color of the detailing is going to depend on my mood that day. On the page next to this, I'm doing my habit tracker. For this page I decided to use the same scrapbooky vibe as on the calendar page and cut pieces of the same grid notebook. I was feeling kinda lazy and didn't have the energy to do 8 mini calendars, so I just drew these rectangles and crossed off 6 days from the first week and 5 days from the last week. Then I did some drawings to the center and moved on. This next page is going to be my expense tracker, and this layout is basically the same that I've used for months now. This time I combined the first 2 and the last 2 weeks so that I could have some more space to write down all the expenses. I like to section my expenses into categories, and this month I have again changed the categories a bit. This time I combined house and food, then I have cosmetics, stationery and income. Then I found these cute washi tapes that were perfect for this theme. These washi tapes are actually from IKEA. It was a little surprise that they make these. The quality is not the best, but works fine as decoration. Next I have my contents page. And this again is a page that I haven't changed since I don't know when. Recently I've been actually thinking that I should do something about this page, but I didn't really have time to think which layout would work better this month. So I just left it like that since it works okay. Then I used the same washi tape and did some fake washi decorations. On the next page I did a new kind of a page. This is going to be my March memories. I've used my bullet journal mainly for scheduling my life and writing down all my tasks. But I've been kind of wanting to get more into the journaling side of bullet journaling. I have tried those 1 line a day pages before, but they haven't really been working for me because I've been struggling to keep up with them. So I thought this page could be like a first step and a nice page to look back to. Then I didn't really know what to do with the next page, so I drew some stacked teacups and did a little quote that says, "You are just my cup of tea." This turned out so cute. I feel like I should do pages like this more often. Finally, we have my first weekly spread of the month. I have a lot of planning to do this week, so I wanted to leave as much space as possible for the days. So I drew 7 boxes and then did my weekly tasks and planning for next week on the right side. And for these I used again the same grid notebook and decorated them with my pink washi tape. Then I had just enough space for a small drawing and then my setup was done. Here you can see the final flip through of my March setup. If you like this setup, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more videos from me. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!